What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. But in this video, we're gonna take it up a notch because last night, Props Made Easy took it up a notch. Absolute demolition out of Props Made Easy last night. Ridiculous performance from the tools last night. Nearly every single pick promoted that was at the top of the list from Props Made Easy hit for everybody last night. Everyone had a huge day. Hopefully you've made that decision to be a Props Made Easy member because you would have easily tripled, quadrupled your monthly subscription last night alone. It was a huge night. The tools definitely showed how big of nights you can really have utilizing these tools and utilizing the data that you utilize using Props Made Easy. So huge night. I want to give $100 away to somebody in this specific video. All right, this will be the last video that I make. I won't be going live until I get back Monday. I'm going on a little mini vacay with the family. I'll still be studying and doing my lineup thing for greenlightdfs.com. Nothing changes there, but the live streams and stuff, I just won't be going live because I'll have family around me, all right? But yeah, I want to do $100 to somebody who comments down below in the comment section. Huge day yesterday from Props Made Easy, so $100. So make sure you comment something in the comment section. If you used Props Made Easy last night, comment how much you profited last night on your slips, man. Huge night last night, man. Crazy. Now, with that being said, let's get straight into it. By the way, you can get your first month at Props Made Easy right now for only $15 using code CHRISTMAS. That code will be available until Christmas. So use code CHRISTMAS. Get it for $15 on your first month. Stop procrastinating. Get those top plays in. Now, like we did in the last video, I'm going to touch on the top sports books, the most popular ones, the ones that most people play on, and I'm going to go sport by sport. Starting off with NFL for Prize Picks, Puka Nacua. Under 0.5 touchdowns is a 5.59 EV percent, 52.5 chance to hit, minus 135 consensus odds on the under. Solid spot on Puka. Mike Evans under 0.5 touchdowns at a 5.59% EV percent, 52.5 chance to hit, minus 135 consensus odds on the under. So both of their unders touchdowns would be solid bets on Prize Picks. And then Brock Purdy over 19.5 passing completions at a 4.02. Normally I don't really go under that 5% EV, but that's fine here. 51.6 chance to hit, minus 130 consensus there. So those are the best NFL picks for Prize Picks at the moment. But let's check demons. Joe Mixon over 69.5 rushing yards has hit this over the season, has gone over this rushing yards line over the season in 63.6% of the time. Love Joe Mixon this weekend. Kareem Hunt over 49.5 rushing yards that he's hit it in 63.6%. And then Alexander Madison has hit this demon line over 19.5 receiving yards at 63.6% as well. So a lot of 63s. Really good spots there for demons. We got some really interesting goblins here. Malik Neighbors has hit the 39.5 receiving yards line 100% on the season. Derrick Henry over 59.5 rushing yards has hit this in 92.8%. We have made it so you can immediately tell the hit percent over the season for these players at the Goblins, and Malik Neighbors is going to be your number one guy. Derrick Henry over 59.5 rushing yards. Jaden Daniels over 174.5 passing yards at a 92.8%. Khalil Shakir over 29.5 receiving yards at a 92.3%. All over 90%. All going to be great goblins, especially the Neighbors over 39.5 if you want like a almost sure thing. Let's check underdog. Over on underdog for football, Jake Bates under 1.5 field goals made is a 5.57 EV, minus 131 consensus odds on the under throughout the industry. Projection of 1, like the under on Jake Bates. CJ Stroud over 20.5 passing completions in this game, which I expect to hopefully be a shootout here. Minus 130 consensus odds on the over 20.5 passing completions for him. Great spot there. So really like those two guys. We do have some fours down here. Interesting spots like Patrick Mahomes under 21.5 passing completions. Drake May over 19.5 passing completions. Derrick Henry under 0.5 receiving yards at a 4.51. Joe Mixon under 17.5 rushing attempts. So we got some good options on underdog there. All right, better picks. Jared Goff under 23.5 passing completions at the top of the list here at a minus 135 consensus odds on the under. Aaron Rodgers under 1.5 passing touchdowns at a minus 133 consensus odds. Decent options there on better. Nothing too crazy though. DraftKings pick 6, nothing. I would fade DraftKings pick 6 right now. Aaron Rodgers under 22.5 passing completions over on Dabble. Minus 136 consensus odds throughout the industry. We like the under on Aaron Rodgers. Demarcus Robinson under 1.5 receptions at a 4.9 EV%. Minus 135 consensus odds on his under 1.5 receptions. Great spot on Dabble for Demarcus Robinson. Mike Evans under 0.5 receiving touchdowns. We like it on Prizepicks. We like it on Dabble. Jared Goff under 23.5 passing completions at a minus 135 consensus on the under. Really like the under there for him as well. And that's about the main plays I would go there. What else we got here? Real quick, let's check Fliff. Over on Fliff, we got Breece Hall under 3.5 receptions at a minus 120 odds. You can grab it at Fliff at minus 120. Minus 131 of the consensus odds throughout the industry. So obviously, grabbing it at the minus 120 is going to be solid EV. Jawan Jennings, Jawan Jennings over 4.5 receptions at a minus 140 odds. You can grab on Fliff. He's over minus 150 other places on consensus. So great spot on the over there. Plus his projections 5.5, a full reception over. So like those two plays over on Fliff. Let's move on. Let's go NBA. For NBA today, we have Karis LeVert. Under 7.5 rebounds plus assists at a 5.59 EV. Minus 135 consensus odds on the under. Projection of 7.4. All data on the under there. First, real quick, top performing EV. No top performing EV. That just means that none of these players have over a 70% hit rate as well as having over a 5% EV. Jarrett Allen over 13.5 points plus assists at a 5.17 EV%. Minus 134 consensus on the over. Projection of 17.69 there. So really like the over on Jarrett Allen. 13.5 points plus assists. Jamie Jaquez Jr. over 0.5 steals and blocks at a 4.6 EV, minus 132. Nothing too crazy sticking out. You do have some options today, especially with these top two, both on Cleveland. But I'd sit back and kind of wait for some better options to come in, all right? Let's check Underdog. Over on Underdog, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Over 10.5 rebounds assists at a 5.26 EV, minus 130 consensus odds on the over there for him. Jamie Jaquez Jr. under 11.5 PRA at a 5.16 EV, minus 130 consensus odds there. So you have a lot of these fives, as you can see. Kaysen Wallace over, Karis LeVert under 11.5 points, Brooke Lopez under 13.5 points assists, Andre Jackson Jr. under 4.5 rebounds plus assists, and Jamie Jaquez Jr.'s under and Shai Gilgeous over. All fantastic options. All right, and again, last night, members would have swept every single slip you made if you just took the top plays off the tool. I know it can be hard sometimes to kind of just close your eyes and say, you know what? Props Made Easy, take the wheel. But that's what you really need to do, okay? Allow Props Made Easy to take the wheel, okay? Because the more you allow your gut to influence things, your hit rate's going to be affected long-term because of it, okay? So let the tool do its thing. Understand that losses will happen, but you consistently play the top plays off the tool, you will be successful. Bam Adebayo, under. Over on BETR is one of the better picks of NBA right now. Bam Adebayo under 17.5 points at a 6.47 EV%. Minus 141 consensus odds throughout the industry. So grabbing his under on BETR picks at 17.5 points, I really love giving him a very solid EV%. Jared Allen's over 0.5 blocks at a 5.09, minus 136 consensus odds on the over 0.5 blocks. Love that spot there. So those are the two main spots over on BETR that you want to get in. DraftKings pick 6. Karis LeVert's really the solo guy, under 4.5 assists at a 5.1 EV, minus 155 consensus odds. Really solid spot there. Really like the under Karis LeVert assist there. All right, Dabble. Over on Dabble, we don't have any 5% or higher options, but we'll talk about a few of these top ones right here. Karis LeVert's under 7.5 rebounds plus assists, we've talked about already. Tyrese Maxey under 3.5 three-pointers made at a minus 135 consensus. Miles Bridges over 6.5 field goals made, 4.7 EV, minus 135 consensus on him. So some really solid spots. Those top three guys, really guys you want to get involved in. And then looking over at Fliff, we have Taurean Prince under 1.5 three-pointers made. You can grab it minus 115 odds on Fliff, where it's minus 130 almost throughout the industry. So love the under 1.5 three-pointers made on Taurean Prince. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander under 30.5. You can grab it minus 115. He's almost minus 128 across the industry. He's minus 127 consensus. So really good spot there, as well as projection data that simulates, after simulating the game 10,000 times, is also on the same side. So again, days like yesterday are not a huge surprise due to how many data points are taken for each player here at Props Made Easy. It is a no-brainer that you need an account for Props Made Easy. Let's move college basketball. Rondell Walker, under 5.5 points over on Prizepicks for college basketball. Minus 133 consensus on his under 5.5 points across the industry, giving him a 4.9 EV% on Prizepicks. Miles Tate, over 12.5 points at a 4.81. Minus 133 consensus odds on the over. Like that spot as well. Now, normally I really target those 5% or higher, but some of you can consider these guys right here at the 4.8 and 4.9. Solid spots. Let's look at these other sports books. Over on Underdog, Dan Skillings Jr. over 15.5 PRA is a 7.57 EV due to his minus 140 almost consensus odds throughout the industry. Grab that over 15.5 PRA for Dan Skillings Jr. over on Underdog. RJ Lewis Jr. over 21.5 PRA at a 7.1, minus 137 throughout the industry. Love the over on him. Those two guys right there, put them together. Fantastic slip. DraftKings pick 6, nothing really to write home about. Over on Dabble, Simeon Wilcher, over 8.5 points at minus 135 consensus odds throughout the industry. Like the over there. Shakir O'Neal, over 5.5 points at a minus 135 consensus odds on the over there. Solid spots there for Dabble. All right. And then Fliff. Over on Fliff, we got some solid options. Zuby, a G4, over 6.5 rebounds. Grab it at minus 115 odds on Flip, giving him a 6.19 EV because consensus odds are almost at minus 133 across the industry, whereas you're getting it at minus 115 on Flip. Love the over. 6.5 rebounds for Zuby. Let's check and see. Look at that. Wow. Yeah. Get it in. Kadari Richmond, over 8.5 rebounds plus assists at minus 145 odds on Flip that you can pair him with. Already incredibly favored, but still solid EV. Why? Because he's almost minus 170 consensus odds on his over rebounds assists across the industry, yet you're getting it at minus 145. Great value. Stay disciplined. Keep playing those top plays. You will continue to see profit. Let's check NHL. Over on NHL, the only place to talk about on Prizepicks is Vincent Trocheck, under 2.5 shots on goal at a minus 131 consensus odds throughout the industry on his under. Projections on the under as well. We look at his hit rate over the season. He's hit this in 54.8% of the time. I like Vincent, 4.3 EV%. Outside of that, though, not super intrigued. Over on Underdog, though, I'm very intrigued. 7.27 EV%, minus 137, almost minus 138 consensus odds on the under 2.5 shots on goal for Arturi Lehkonen. Fantastic spot for him. Minus 138 consensus odds. Projection on the under as well. We look over his hit rate over the season. He's hit this in 59%. Really like that spot there for him. You can see somebody's already liked it over at Props Made Easy. Really like that spot. Dylan Gunther, over 0.5 points at a 6.18 EV. Minus 133 consensus odds on the over. Really like the spot for Dylan Gunther as well at a 6.18 EV. Now, there's plenty of spots over on Underdog, but those are the main guys I'm going to talk about. Over on Better Picks, you have Kale Maker, under 3.5 shots on goal. Minus 138 consensus odds. Grab the under there. Lehkonen, under 2.5 shots on goal. We just talked about on Underdog. Great spot on the under there. Dylan Gunther, over 0.5 points at a minus 133. All great spots, especially these top two right there for better. Anything for DraftKings pick 6? Super tight on lines at times. Same guys over on Dabble as well. Same guys we've been talking about everywhere else. Same place. Over on Fliff, nothing too crazy to write home about. 2.6 is the highest EV, so we're not going to get too much into that. Any MMA this weekend? No MMA. Let's check soccer. Soccer always tends to have that EV, man. Michael Olise, over 2.5 shots. Minus 155 consensus odds on his over 2.5 shots across the industry. But yet you get the same payout whether you grab over or under. So, of course, you want the over on Prizepicks, making it a 10.6 EV long term. Love it. Erling Haaland, under 1.5 shots on target at an 8.03. Minus 144 consensus on his under. Really like that spot. Matty Cash, under 0.5 shots. Minus 143 consensus odds on the under. 7.6 EV%. Really like that spot there. Over on Underdog for soccer, Haaland, under 1.5 shots on target there too. Casper, under 0.5 shots on target at 7.1. Both amazing options at the top there. Over on Dabble, I mean, really everywhere you look, there's great value for soccer, man. Michael Olise, Haaland, same props too. So great spots, man. Great spots. Definitely get some of those involved. Any Call of Duty? No Call of Duty on the board yet. League of Legends, 0.5 sportsbook differentials I don't get really involved in. Y'all know that by now. Any Dota? Dota 0.5, so I'll let other people attack some of those. Don't care. CS2, Padrinzi, under 16.5 first 2 map headshots is a minus 1.25 sportsbook differential. I like that spot there. 15.25 is the average sportsbook line for him. The consensus line, why isn't it not letting me like him? There we go. Okay. Under 16.5 first 2 map headshots. 15.25 is the average sportsbook line on his headshots. So obviously grabbing at the under 16.5 first 2 map headshots on Prizepicks is going to be the solid value. You can grab these other ones too. I normally like 1.5 or higher, honestly, but it is what it is. Over on Underdog, 1.7 is the highest. Nothing too crazy other places either. Nothing for Valorant. So we've really touched on the absolute best. Again, excited about another fantastic day. Let's have an amazing weekend, man. I will see y'all. I might do a video tomorrow. We'll see. But I won't be doing any live streams until Monday. All right. So let's continue this huge streak. Keep dominating, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Thank y'all. Peace.